Hey, I'm Christian Lee. I'm part of Aztec Music Group, and I'm here with, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm AJ Mitchell.
And AJ, how you doing, man? How does it feel to be in San Diego?
Man, it feels great. You know, I wish the sun was out because every time I have been here, it's always sunny out. It's so nice. But you know, I'm not going to complain. It's still nice, you know. Can't get better.
Let's just pretend let's pretend it's sunny right
it's
now.
Sunny.
It's sunny.
It's sunny.
The camera doesn't. It's sunny.
They don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sunny.
All right, and I would like to know too, because you know you've been in like California for a couple years now, and I gotta know, man, California burrito, over or underrated?
Burrito?
Have you ever had a California burrito before?
I've had burritos in California. Is that considered a California burrito?
Right. A California burrito is the burrito with like French fries in it.
I don't think I've ever had that, but that sounds incredible. Anything with French fries and something, it sounds. I put French fries on my hamburgers sometimes, so like, you know, that's how you got to do it. So California burrito sounds like the right way to do
it.
it.
San Diego, it's known for its Mexican food. If you got time, man, dude, try a spot
after
here.
This,
get a California burrito.
You got any places you recommend?
Vallarta's a good spot. Rigoberto's. There's some good places here, man. Hey, you could just hit on Yelp too.
Oh yeah,
I know you're gonna find a good place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. And so outside of California burritos, outside of California too. And so, you know, what was life like before you moved to LA?
Life was adventurous.
Because I know you're still singing too, but like, what was like a day in the life of AJ Mitchell?
Day in the life now?
No, before.
Oh, before, yes. So I grew up in Belleville, Illinois. It's a really small town. I think because it was such a small town, we had like fun things to do. So me and my friends, we'd always like hop on our bikes and go explore because there was like abandoned buildings to go to, which was like the fun thing to do. Or like sneak into one of the colleges and get kicked out for playing basketball there. But it was always like super adventurous. Like the most fun things we would do is go in abandoned buildings.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I've never.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, it was adventurous.
All right, another thing too is I've heard you say this in a couple interviews as well. Like there's something called what is it? The Skyview Drive-In. And so what's that? Because like there's one drive-in here, but usually, you know, I'd say for most of SoCal, it's mostly just like theaters.
Yes. So, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that yet. All I can say is I have an album coming soon. That's it.
Oh wow. Okay. Good to know. All right, and so let's talk about your past a little bit too. I heard you used to do judo.
I did used to do judo, like 6 years old all the way up to 11 or 10 years old. But I stayed a yellow belt that whole time. Took the first test, which was kind of hard. I had to remember like 20 words in Japanese, like a bunch of throws, and then got my yellow belt. And after that, I was like, I don't want green belt. It's too hard. Anyways, stayed a yellow belt my whole life. Yeah, I love judo. Did you do judo? No,
I just heard you did.
Yeah.
And I heard say like someone threw a punch at you. You think you could defend yourself?
I can defend myself. Threw a punch. If they throw a bottle, you know, they try to hit you on the head with a bottle. It's called the bottle throw. You know, I could teach you.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Maybe later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And let's get back to the music real quick too. And so I heard, you know, your dad inspired you first to like, you know, songwrite and sing. Do you feel like he's a little bit jealous that because you know you looked up to him and then you're the one that ended up blowing up? Yeah.
I don't think my dad's jealous. I think he's really happy. I think he's very supportive. I don't think he is very supportive, him and my mom. But yeah, I mean, my dad is the one who kind of inspired me. He was learning how to write songs. He was playing the piano and kind of seeing that really inspired me to do the piano and write songs myself. And started doing that around 6, and I've done it ever since.
I know back in your hometown too, like, you know, your hometown, like you do open mic nights and do like duets with your dad, right? Yeah,
so I would go to like a bar and like bring my own keyboard, and it would be like a karaoke night or open mic night, and yeah, we would sing. Sometimes I would do my own set, or sometimes me and my dad would harmonize and sing songs together. Which is a lot of fun.
All right. And on your way to being like where you are now, like what are you talking about street dreams?
Street dreams?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I haven't heard that in the interview yet. So Street Dreams was this place that I found in the mall. It was random enough, and it was like, you can come in, if you have a song that you want to record, you could get it on a CD, which I ended up doing, and it was actually the first song that I ever released. It's called Used to Be. It has like over 60 million streams now, but
we know.
Yeah, I went into Street Dreams, got that song produced out and sent over to me, and that's kind of how that got started with Street Dreams. But Street Dreams isn't a thing anymore. The owner, Karan Bolden, started his own entrepreneurial thing. Kind of split ways, but I still talk to him every once in a while.
Awesome. And speaking of Used to Be too, well, like the version you have on Spotify, you know, certified banger. That's a great song.
Thanks, man.
But I heard there was like a couple of versions of it too.
There's been like 4 or 5 different versions from like the first demo that with just me and the piano. Then there's one with me and the piano and like some kick drums and a little bit of bass. And then there's one that completely has no piano. And then now we went back to the piano. So there's just been so many versions, but I'm glad we stuck with the version that we have out now.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And so let's move on to you like going to LA, and you know, it's not a secret that you used to be part of Team 10.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, you know, I think around like our age, you know, there's a kind of a stigma around it.
Yeah.
But outside of like the exposure, like what were some positives about being a part of that?
So I mean, definitely the positives is you know, they brought me out to LA. I got to live with them. We all helped build each other's platforms and build a fan base together. I collaborated with them, they collaborated with me, and that's kind of how we all built a following. So that was definitely a plus. I met a lot of great people during that time. But then after a while, it was just something where I wanted to pursue music, and I wanted to take it seriously. They wanted to do like videos, like social media videos and parodies and comedy stuff like that. And I wanted to take it seriously, so I kind of split ways and started doing my own thing with music.
Yeah, the only non-serious thing I think you've done is that third wheel video.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, I still like doing funny videos because, you know, that's my personality. But, you know, yeah, I'm going to take the artist thing seriously.
And after you went solo too, like, you know, split from Team 10, I think like only took like, just a year for you to sign to Epic Records, right?
Yeah, it took about a year.
Awesome. And so what's it like being signed to like a major, you know, label? And I know Epic Records, you know, it's like really, you know, very famous record label.
Yeah, amazing record label. Yeah, so we went with them just because, you know, the people that worked for that label, I mean, it felt like a family. To my A&R, Joey Aubergy, to Sylvia Rowan, head of Epic, to everyone that works under them. I mean, it really just feels like a family. There's no other label that I go with.
And then who are some of your inspirations, like as an artist too?
Yeah, so growing up, I listened to, I mean, a huge variety of music, down to Stevie Wonder, to Coldplay, to Lil Wayne, to Bruno Mars, I mean, the Beatles. I mean, the list goes on. I listened to like everything, to classical music, to piano music.
All right, that's funny that you mentioned that too, because I actually have a gift for you.
Oh, what? For me?
For you.
Gift?
All right, and it's actually a Beatles record.
Shut up!
That I forgot to take the price tag off, but no big deal.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
Dude.
And it's actually, you know, similar to you. It's a West Coast Invasion.
That's sick. That is so sick. Dude,
and this is actually
so
music.
much.
It's actually just them talking.
I get to take this home?
Yeah, it's all you. But yeah, so what made you like drawn to the Beatles then?
I think when I was around 6 years old, I started taking piano lessons, and my piano teacher, we were trying to figure out what to do because I didn't want to learn how to read music. I just wanted to play chords and I wanted to sing. So he wanted to find out a way to make it fun. So he was like, "Yo, listen to this Beatles song. It's called Yesterday." I listened to it, I loved it, and I wanted to learn how to sing it the next day. So we went over that. I ended up getting a huge thing, like a 300-page book of all the Beatles songs, and every time I went in for a piano lesson, we would learn a new song. And that's kind of what got me into the Beatles, and now I love the Beatles.
Perfect record then.
Exactly.
Perfect gift.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right, and we only have a few questions left too. Let's do some fun ones. One, I think I heard, did you ever crash a prom in Denver?
I did. I crashed a prom in Denver, and I crashed a prom in my hometown.
I can understand that, but why in Denver? What's so
special
about that?
So I was in Denver the day before my tour started, and my manager's little sister was going to prom, and I was like, I might as well crash the prom while I'm here.
Was it her?
No, she's the older sister.
Okay. Okay. And then another question too is, I heard you have Shawn Mendes' number. How'd that happen?
I do have Shawn Mendes' number. I think it was at Lollapalooza. I mean, I met Shawn a couple times, just from like radio events. Also, at the time I was talking with the label that he was on. I think Island. I was talking to Island for a bit, and that's kind of how we connected. And then we've hung out a couple times at like Lollapalooza, and like I came to the show. We met afterwards at that, and just like certain little areas where we just kind of meet up and we talk. And yeah.
All right, and then last but not least, I know you have an album coming out soon, but what else can we expect here? Are you going to go on their tour after this?
So I have a couple singles that are going to be coming out prior to the album, and yes, I'm going to be going I'm gonna be doing a lot of summer shows, a lot of radio events, stuff like this throughout the summer, and then hopefully I'm doing a tour in Europe.
And then maybe next year you'll come back to San Diego.
And then maybe I'll be back. I'll definitely be back for sure.
Awesome. All right, thanks for taking time to
Awesome,
interview.
yeah.
But before we
you.
cut things off, where can we find you? Where can we find your music? Where can we find you online and social media?
For sure. My name's AJ Mitchell. You can find me on social media. On Instagram, I'm AJ Mitchell. On Twitter, just AJ Mitchell. Make sure you check out my YouTube with all my music. Also, make sure you get some merch at ajmitchellmusic.com. Go get your merch.